Have you ever looked at a celebrity and wondered what happened to them? The truth is, some black stars have changed so much they're almost unrecognizable. One who was once a symbol of power and allure is now just a fragile shadow of their former self, with hollow cheeks and empty eyes. Another, once known for their radiant brown skin, shocked fans by reappearing with a complexion even paler than some white celebrities. Believe it or not, that's just the beginning. There are 23 other black celebrities whose transformations are even more astonishing. So what really happened? If you're dying to find out, don't blink, because this video is about to reveal it all. Let's dive into their stories right now. Once the fierce, fearless face of 90s hip-hop, Lil Kim radiated raw confidence and seductive style, redefining what it meant to be a female rapper. She shook the music world with hit after hit. But behind the spotlight and red carpets was a storm no stage light could hide. In the late 90s, while clubs pulsed with energy, Lil Kim was silently enduring unimaginable pain. Her ex-boyfriend brutally assaulted her, leaving her with a broken nose, torn skin, and shattered teeth. Her face bore scars, but the deeper wounds were the ones no one could see. Just as she began to rebuild her life, tragedy struck again. A car accident that left her with even more physical trauma. What began as a necessary nose surgery soon spiraled into something much deeper. The initial procedures meant for healing opened a door Lil Kim could never fully close. Haunted by the loss of her natural beauty and past trauma, she turned to cosmetic surgery in search of control. But each operation pulled her further away from the woman she once was. Over the years, her transformation became increasingly dramatic. Fillers, facelifts, and skin-lightening procedures reshaped her entirely. By 2010, fans were stunned. The once vibrant rapper now appeared with porcelain skin, plump lips, and a cold, distant expression. Critics called her a shadow of herself. Yet beneath the judgment and harsh spotlight lies a powerful story of surviving pain hidden behind the scalpel. A woman searching for healing in the wrong places. By the 2020s, Lil Kim had become a living symbol of the dark side of cosmetic surgery addiction. Old photos of her, resurfacing in quiet moments, remind the world of the natural beauty, fierce gaze, and captivating smile that once defined her before personal tragedy pulled her down this path. Toni Braxton, the queen of emotional ballads and a symbol of grace, once embodied elegance in every sense. But in 2008, her world was turned upside down when she was diagnosed with systemic lupus erythematosus, a relentless autoimmune disease. From that moment, everything began to unravel. Her health, her image, her strength. The illness drained her energy and altered the very features that once defined her beauty. She lost weight rapidly, her face became gaunt, her nose changed shape, her skin grew wrinkled, and her soft jawline gave way to sharp cheekbones. Yet Toni Braxton is a fighter. In 2010, she returned to the stage, not as a flawless diva, but as a woman bearing the visible scars of her battle with illness. Her face had changed, weary but honest, and behind her eyes burned the fierce determination to reclaim her health and confidence. She began a slow, deliberate journey toward healing, turning to subtle cosmetic procedures like rhinoplasty, facelifts, and fillers. This wasn't about vanity. It was about recovery, reclaiming herself. By 2015, Toni re-emerged with a dramatically refreshed appearance, smooth, youthful skin, fuller lips, and refined features. Fans were stunned. Some barely recognized her. She looked more flawless than ever, yet different. like a new version of herself. Beautiful, yes, but distant, prompting many to wonder, was this still the Toni Braxton they once idolized, or a woman reshaped by survival and pain? Jada Pinkett Smith was once praised for her radiant beauty, bold confidence, and her signature thick, voluminous hair, a crown that perfectly amplified her powerful presence. But in 2018, a deeply personal battle with alopecia began stripping away the one thing she had always cherished: her hair. Watching strands fall to the floor brought sadness and frustration. Day by day, she faced increasingly visible bald patches, and no hairstyle could hide the truth. By 2021, Jada made a bold and stunning decision that captured the world's attention. She shaved her head, trading in her once flowing locks, a symbol of classic femininity, for a look that radiated strength. It was a declaration of self-ownership and unapologetic confidence. Jada didn't just redefine beauty. She redefined power and femininity on her own terms. This transformation wasn't a loss, but a remarkable evolution. In doing so, she became a symbol of resilience, authenticity, and self-acceptance. Not just for how she looked, but for the courage it took to break free from beauty standards and fully embrace herself. Tracy Morgan, once known for his infectious smile and vibrant presence, rose to fame through his charm and comedic brilliance. But everything changed on the night of June 7, 2014, when tragedy struck. Tracy and his friends were riding in a limousine when a Walmart truck slammed into them. The devastating crash took the life of one of his closest friends and left Tracy with life-threatening injuries. Traumatic brain injury, broken ribs, a shattered leg, and facial damage so severe that doctors had to reconstruct it piece by piece. Tracy Morgan spent months fighting for his life, enduring painful surgeries and grueling rehabilitation. Though he survived, something had shifted. When he finally returned to the public eye, the world saw a man forever changed. The joy in his eyes had dimmed, and his once radiant smile now bore the marks of deep scars and nerve damage. His face, stiff and asymmetrical, carried the weight of unimaginable pain. But beneath those scars lay something even more powerful, a quiet resilience forged in tragedy. In the end, Tracy Morgan stood tall, not just as a comedian, but as a survivor, forever altered yet undeniably strong. Lark Voorhies, a 90s beauty icon, embodied charm with her glowing brown skin and radiant smile. As Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell, she lit up the screen and captivated audiences every time she appeared. But in the early 2010s, a dramatic change unfolded. Lark began making public appearances looking almost unrecognizable, her naturally bright complexion replaced by unusually pale, tight skin. Her face appeared frozen, unfamiliar, leaving fans stunned and questioning what had happened to the star they once adored. The story behind Lark's transformation came into focus when she publicly revealed her battle with bipolar disorder, a condition that had deeply impacted her both mentally and physically. As she struggled through this invisible war, she made a series of cosmetic decisions that shocked fans. Excessive fillers distorted her once familiar features, and the procedures erased the iconic beauty that once made her a standout star. The light in her eyes had faded, replaced by an eerie emptiness. Her mother later spoke out, shedding light on the devastating toll the illness had taken, not just on Lark's mental state, but on her very sense of identity. Lark Voorhies, once the picture of confidence and radiance, now carries the scars of time and an internal battle few can see. She stands as a sobering reminder of how deeply mental health struggles can touch every corner of a person's life. Missy Elliott, the hip-hop legend who redefined the game with groundbreaking music and bold, unapologetic style, was a beacon of confidence from the start. Her powerful presence, captivating eyes, and unforgettable energy made her an icon. But in 2008, she began experiencing strange, unsettling changes in her body. Her eyes started bulging, her hands trembled, and her health declined rapidly. She lost weight at an alarming rate and felt as if her body was turning against her. Missy's condition was later diagnosed as a rare autoimmune disease, one that forced her to grapple with sudden and severe physical changes. But she didn't back down. Instead, Missy kept fighting, showing unwavering resilience through every step of this difficult journey. The physical transformation made her nearly unrecognizable to some, but rather than letting it define her, she rose above it. She remained a powerful inspiration to millions, not just for her music, but for the strength, courage, and determination she displayed in the face of adversity. Despite the dramatic changes in her appearance, Missy refused to let illness define her. With unshakable determination, she embraced a bold new style, oversized outfits and signature hats, taking back control of how the world saw her. But behind the look was a deeper battle. She wasn't just fighting a devastating disease. She was mourning the loss of the body and image she once celebrated. Still, Missy stood tall. Transformed but unbroken, she became the embodiment of true strength. Proof that real power comes not from perfection, but from resilience and heart. Sammy Sosa, once a legendary name in baseball, was celebrated for his explosive home runs and electric presence on the field. With his rich dark skin and dazzling smile, he embodied power and confidence, winning the hearts of fans across the globe. But after retiring in 2009, a shocking transformation left the public stunned. Sosa's skin became noticeably lighter, and the bold, dark-skinned icon many had admired seemed to vanish, replaced by a version of himself that left fans questioning what had happened. Sammy openly admitted to using skin-lightening cream, insisting it wasn't an attempt to change his race, but simply a personal beauty choice. Still, the transformation went beyond skin tone. It reshaped his entire image. He began appearing in flashy outfits, with bold new hairstyles, exuding a style far removed from the baseball legend fans once adored. The man we see today is a striking departure from the icon we cheered for. Whatever the true reason behind the drastic change, one thing is clear. Sammy Sosa has become almost unrecognizable to those who once celebrated his greatness. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, wasn't just a musical legend. He was a global icon, mesmerizing millions with his talent and electrifying stage presence. But by the late 1980s, his appearance began to shift dramatically. Small white patches started to appear on his skin, the early signs of vitiligo, a rare condition that causes the skin to lose its pigment. As the condition progressed, Michael's appearance changed dramatically, and cosmetic surgery became a way for him to gain control over his image. He underwent a series of procedures, most notably multiple nose surgeries, which gradually reshaped his face into something nearly unrecognizable. These changes weren't just physical. They reflected his internal battle with public scrutiny and his quest for self-control. Though his musical genius never faded, fans were heartbroken by how drastically he had transformed. His evolution became more than a physical shift. It symbolized the darker side of fame and the private wars he fought behind the spotlight. If Michael's story made you reflect on the true cost of fame and the pain hidden behind the spotlight, share this video to let more people see that unseen side. Hit like if you feel the same, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep exploring the stories that truly touch the heart. Al Roker, known for his cheerful demeanor and commanding presence on screen, had long been a familiar face on television. His upbeat energy lit up every space he entered. But in 2002, after years of living in a body weighing over 330 pounds, 150 kilos, Roker faced a life-altering reality. Doctors warned him that his health was in serious danger. His internal organs were under immense strain, and time was running out. To take control of his health, Al made the life-changing decision to undergo gastric bypass surgery. Within months, he shed over 150 pounds, 70 kilos. But the transformation wasn't just about numbers on a scale. It reshaped his appearance and deeply impacted his mental health. His once round face became gaunt, and rapid weight loss left his skin sagging. The vibrant, full-of-life man viewers had adored now looked drastically different, almost unrecognizable. While the surgery brought undeniable health benefits, the change was jarring. Fans struggled to reconcile this new image with the beloved figure they had grown so used to seeing. Ryan Watkins, better known as T-Boz, the powerhouse voice of R&B group TLC, captivated millions with her radiant beauty, fierce confidence, and commanding stage presence. Her bright smile and vibrant energy lit up every performance. But behind the group's rise to fame in the 1990s, T-Boz was quietly fighting a life-threatening battle: sickle cell anemia, a chronic and painful disease that put her health in constant jeopardy. The disease brought excruciating pain and a wave of physical complications. T-Boz's health took a severe hit, and her appearance began to change in ways few could have imagined. Painful flare-ups caused her face to swell, her skin to pale, and dark circles to form under her eyes. Her body weakened, and exhaustion became her constant companion. Fans were heartbroken watching the vibrant star they loved transform before their eyes. But T-Boz never gave in. Though the outer glow dimmed, her inner strength only shone brighter. She faced her illness with unwavering grace and resilience, learning to embrace a new version of herself she never expected. Even in moments of frustration with the reflection in the mirror, she refused to let it break her spirit. Richard Pryor, once the heartbeat of Hollywood comedy, a raw, fearless, and wildly funny force of nature, lit up stages and screens like no one else could. But in 1986, his world changed forever when he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a brutal disease that attacked both his body and mind. What began as fatigue and trouble walking soon escalated into something far more devastating. By the early 90s, the man who once lit up stages with electric energy could barely move. Each step became a struggle, his once animated face began to stiffen, and the smile that once lit up rooms faded into a rigid mask. The disease didn't just change his outward appearance, it dragged him through relentless physical and emotional pain. Yet even as the spotlight dimmed, Richard never lost his inner fire. In his silence, he remained a true warrior, showing the world that strength isn't just in laughter, it's in the quiet, unshakable will to endure the pain and keep going. Michelle Williams, a beauty icon of the 1990s, stood out with her vibrant short hair and commanding presence. Her natural beauty and confidence quickly made her a spotlight favorite. But then came a shocking transformation. Her once thick, glossy hair began falling out in patches, threatening a part of the identity that had helped define her. Yet in the face of that loss, Michelle didn't back down. "50 Cent underwent an unbelievable transformation. After being shot 9 times in 2000, he faced not only physical scars, but deep emotional ones as well. The injuries altered both his appearance and his life. While many might crumble under such trauma, 50 Cent embraced his scars instead of hiding them. They became a powerful part of his story, a testament to his resilience and unshakable strength. From a magnetic hip-hop star to a living symbol of survival, 50 Cent evolved into a testament to triumph over adversity. His transformation wasn't just physical. It was a powerful reminder of the kind of resilience only true warriors possess. Randy Jackson, the beloved judge of American Idol, was known for his cheerful vibe, round physique, and radiant smile. But in 2003, everything changed when he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, a wake-up call that forced him to confront the harsh reality of his health. As his weight spiraled out of control, his health began to deteriorate rapidly. Determined to change, Randy underwent gastric bypass surgery in 2004. The results were staggering. He lost over 100 pounds in a short time. While the physical transformation shocked some fans, it marked a turning point in Randy's journey toward better health. It was a tough battle, but one that gave him a second chance at life, helping him reclaim both his confidence and his well-being. Gabourey Sidibe, the acclaimed actress who rose to fame with her role in Precious, 2009, was celebrated as a symbol of confidence and beauty at any size. But in 2016, everything changed when she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Faced with the seriousness of the disease, Gabourey made the life-changing decision to undergo bariatric surgery to take control of her health and future. The results were astounding. She dropped dozens of pounds, and her once full figure became a thing of the past. Her face grew slimmer, with sharp cheekbones and a more defined jawline. The transformation stunned fans, many barely recognizing her at public events. But Gabourey's journey wasn't just about appearance. She redefined herself, becoming a powerful inspiration for countless others on the path to self-love and overcoming life's challenges. Toya Jackson, Michael Jackson's younger sister, was once celebrated for her natural beauty, radiant smile, and glowing brown skin. A true beauty icon in her own right, she began venturing into the world of cosmetic surgery in the late 1980s, starting with chin reduction and rhinoplasty. By the early 1990s, Toya's transformation had become unmistakable. Procedures like chin reduction, nose reshaping, and skin lightening drastically altered her appearance. Her once warm, sun-kissed complexion faded into a porcelain tone. Her nose became unusually narrow, and her once expressive face took on a sharper, more rigid look. Many viewed the change with a sense of loss, remembering the simple, authentic beauty she once radiated. Wendy Williams, once a symbol of strength and confidence on daytime television, began facing a silent battle in the late 1990s. After noticing unusual changes in her body, she was diagnosed with Graves' disease, a serious autoimmune disorder. Over time, the illness began to alter her appearance, starting subtly and gradually progressing into changes that could no longer be ignored. By the 2010s, Wendy's transformation became heartbreaking. Her weight fluctuated drastically. Sudden gains, sharp losses, then gains again. Her once familiar face appeared swollen and discolored from fluid retention. But the most striking change was in her eyes, widened and bulging, almost unrecognizable. The powerful, confident woman who once lit up television screens now faced the world through the lens of a cruel illness. Her condition stirred a wave of sympathy and sorrow from fans, a sobering reminder that even the strongest can be brought to their knees by forces beyond their control. In October 2002, just as Kanye West was on the rise to music stardom, a devastating car accident changed everything. After falling asleep at the wheel, Kanye was involved in a serious crash that shattered his jaw, requiring complex reconstructive surgery with bone grafts and metal plates. His face was permanently altered, with uneven lips and cheekbones, and he was left with lasting scars from the accident. Despite the severe injuries, Kanye survived, and the accident became a major turning point in his life and career. Though his appearance changed, he continued to rise as one of the most influential figures in music, proving that transformation isn't just skin deep. It runs through resilience, strength, and the power to rise above adversity. Anthony Anderson, known for his larger-than-life presence and comedic roles, went through an incredible transformation of his own. In the mid-2000s, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, a wake-up call that began to take a toll on his health and appearance. Determined to take back control, Anderson embarked on a challenging weight loss journey, driven by relentless perseverance and a commitment to changing his life for the better. In a short period of time, he shed over 110 pounds, and his once round face transformed into sharper, more defined features. Though the rapid weight loss left some loose skin, his transformation became a powerful source of inspiration. It stood as proof of perseverance and self-belief, a reminder that while physical changes may shock the public, true strength lies in the courage to take control of your own story. Nicki Minaj, who revolutionized the rap game with her bold style and unmistakable persona, quickly became one of music's most iconic figures. With infectious beats and fearless energy, she captivated audiences with her seductive looks and undeniable charisma. However, by the 2010s, changes in her appearance left many fans doing a double-take. Her transformation was so striking that some could barely recognize the star they once knew. With her famously curvy figure, Nicki Minaj took it to new extremes. Larger hips and bust, a dramatically cinched waist, a slimmer nose, and fuller lips. The transformation gave her the look of a living doll, an exaggerated image that sparked conversations about beauty standards in the entertainment industry and the length stars go to fit them. Still, Nicki never let the noise define her. She continued to own her narrative. A powerful woman with undeniable magnetism, both in her music and in her unapologetic lifestyle. NeNe Leakes, the reigning queen of reality TV and a standout star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, stunned the public with her dramatic transformation. Once known for her bold confidence and naturally striking features, NeNe gradually reshaped her appearance with a series of cosmetic procedures throughout the 2000s and 2010s. Facelifts, nose jobs, breast enhancements, and jawline contouring gave her a more sculpted, youthful look. but also stripped away some of her signature features. While the changes sparked controversy, NeNe never backed down. She continued to dominate reality television with unapologetic confidence, proudly declaring that her reinvention was a symbol of personal power and fierce self-reclamation. Vybz Kartel, a legend in Jamaica's reggae and dancehall scene, was once admired for his signature dark skin and raw authenticity. But in 2010, his appearance shocked the public. He had become so pale, he was nearly unrecognizable. Kartel admitted to using skin bleaching cream, but denied undergoing plastic surgery. The changes, from his lighter complexion to his bold fashion choices, created a completely different image from the artist fans once knew. His transformation left many questioning whether it reflected a deeper shift in personal identity, or a rebellious statement in an industry obsessed with image and attention. Cardi B, once the girl next door, transformed into a global sex symbol with a striking evolution that began in 2014 when she opted for breast augmentation, the first step in a dramatic physical journey. She went on to undergo additional cosmetic procedures, including implants and liposuction, sculpting a flawless hourglass figure with fuller lips and a sharply defined face. These changes turned her into an undeniable bombshell, but also left many stunned, questioning beauty standards and the true cost behind the image she now owns. Teddy Pendergrass, the legendary voice of R&B, once captivated millions with his commanding presence and powerful vocals. But in 1982, a devastating car accident left him paralyzed from the neck down, confined to a wheelchair for the rest of his life. His transformation marked the beginning of an unrelenting battle, one that showcased his incredible mental strength and determination to rise above unimaginable challenges. Though his body was forever changed, Teddy remained a fierce survivor, inspiring others with his resilience and unwavering spirit in the face of adversity. Chadwick Boseman, who inspired millions as Black Panther, the embodiment of strength and courage, carried a hidden story few ever knew. Behind the glow of fame was a painful, silent battle known only to those closest to him. Since 2016, Chadwick had been fighting colon cancer in secret, while the world continued to admire him as a symbol of resilience and power. As the disease quietly ravaged his body, he chose to keep his diagnosis private, continuing to work with unwavering dedication. When his condition could no longer be hidden, fans were stunned to see their hero growing frail. His gaunt face and hollow eyes broke hearts across the globe. Yet Chadwick's true strength wasn't in his muscles or physique. It lived in his unshakable will, quiet bravery, and the fierce determination to rise, even in silence. Chadwick Boseman stood as a symbol not just of physical strength, but of unshakable resilience and quiet endurance. Though his body grew weak, his spirit never wavered. He kept fighting, kept inspiring, and never let the world see anything but determination and grace. While the changes to his appearance were undeniable, Chadwick proved that true strength comes from within, from the courage to face darkness with dignity. His transformation tells an untold story of pain, perseverance, and the silent battles only the closest to him truly understood. Chadwick Boseman will forever be remembered not only for his iconic roles, but for the extraordinary way he faced life's greatest challenges, with heart, with power, and with unwavering purpose. Were you shocked by the transformations of these figures? Behind every dramatic change may lie an untold story, one of pain, endurance, and strength beyond imagination. Share your thoughts in the comments, And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to uncover more powerful, hidden stories from the lives of Hollywood's biggest stars.